taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
We get a peek here at this past draft class for them, and the front office certainly prioritized certain traits that they were looking to take advantage of in this draft, Charles. A lot of speed, a lot of athleticism, a lot of talent here in this crew.
And Brandon, one of the things I know about the best drafters in the business, they have a plan, and they find a way to stick to it on draft day despite the chaos. They want to land some of the biggest names on their board, and in the end, this group, they came together, found people to really fit their team's identity, and selected them.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the hole? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
He's going to keep this again.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The Bears at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
But you look at this defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit. But facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Ready. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that.
Ready?
Takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears have broken the tie. We've seen this already from him in this game. 2nd time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner.
Okay, break. Go.
They run with a former Panther. It's Deontay Foreman.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2.
as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard.
Unlock line! Unlock line!
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert, taken down at the 42.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Want to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Flushed out right. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 3rd and 5.
They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Shoves him aside. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
On 3rd down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And nowadays, to get to the first down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
Here we go.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Ready.
He'll keep it himself.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A gain
of 15. First down, Chicago.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
Broken tackle. Whoa, it still won't go down. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. How about that? Their quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears have taken the lead. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
Then now motion left with Mooney.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice.
Look at the big man rumble.
He's on his way.
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big playability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. And how about him looking up and seeing the C's part for him once he got past the line of scrimmage? My first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over your call of this play, partner.
Johnson Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Ready?
They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns, you just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Their entire offense has been centered on him, and he's been carrying the load with ease. 100 yards rushing in a game for a quarterback is rare. In a single half, darn near a masterpiece.
Ready?
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
On second down, here's the option.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
And the Bears first down.
On first and 10, it's Herbert.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. They'll look to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
It's really something special when you see a quarterback top 100 yards in one half of football. And if he keeps up this pace in the second half, the NFL record for single-game rushing by a QB is certainly in sight.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Buccaneers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Ball at the 24 and a second and 11.
Back to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Here we go.
First down, Chicago.
He'll drop to throw.
And complete. It's Tyler Scott with it.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's second and inches at the 46-yard line.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, and that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati, Ohio, to check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Jordan Addison, a touchdown catch in the victory.
And they start the second half with Johnson.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now an option play on second down.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile.
They'll start with the option.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
A give up the middle to Johnson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Herbert.
He stiff arms him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for Chicago.
And the Bears 1st down.
Ready?
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but it took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now back to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 9 yards that time.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Foreman powering ahead.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Up the middle, Johnson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears. Mercedes Lewis. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting a...
The drive will start with an option going left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
A gain of 7. And the Bears first down.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now in Tampa. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Here we go. Cut. Cougar 19.
Herbert.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Khalil Herbert, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Reload. Reload. Go.
And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for two is denied.
Ready.
They begin the drive with Johnson.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this will be a Bears first down as he gets it up past the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now a give to Foreman. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the early.
Ready. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to look deep for more. And got his man complete.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight.
Ready. Ready. Hut, hut.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Tershawn Wharton, the one to get him to the ground on the defensive side.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back.
2nd and 5.
And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
First down, Bears.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Get it.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready.
Herbert powering up the middle.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
He's going to try and do this himself.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really.
So it's the Bears who come away with a victory, and it was thanks in part to the play of their third-year quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about filling up the stat sheet. Try these numbers on for size, Brandon. 2 touchdown passes, 3 touchdown runs. That's 5 total touchdowns. And you're going to come out victorious just about any time.